Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Miggy, and I wanted to create this channel in hopes that I can shed some light on a subject that is near and dear to my heart that recently brought me to my knees. And it's something I truly believe that we all have in common. And that is taking care of an elderly parent. You see, we all find a way to push that off into a space that we don't really want to deal with, or we feel that our parents are going to end up being okay, or you have both parents and mom will take care of a dad and dad will take care of mom, or a rest home will take care of them at the end of the day, or somehow they'll just move in and everything's gonna be hunky-dory. But let me bring you up to speed on my side so you can get a better understanding on how all of this hit me like a ton of bricks and how unprepared I was as a grown adult to take care of an aging parent. You know, my mom and dad are no longer together. I'm very fortunate to have my mom that lives with me, and I'm able to keep tabs on her to a certain point where she allows me to. But I see my mom all the time, you know, doing her thing and living life and at the best that she can. My mom suffers from rheumatoid arthritis, osteoporosis. She has a C2, C3 degenerative discs in her neck, which have fused, which she can no longer, turn or look up or down a lot. The arthritis has crippled her hands. The osteoporosis has fused joints together. And for the last, 30 years of my life, I've seen my mom manage. She walks, she's talking, and no one thought anything. It wasn't until this year of 2019 when things completely fell apart. And my mom was rushed to the emergency multiple times this year. And it brought me to my knees knowing that when my mom came home, I was not able to take care of her correctly. I was like, what am I doing here? They're giving me diapers. They're giving me a blood pressure machine. They're giving me steroids for her. They're telling me that her blood pressure needs to be between a certain point and a certain point. Otherwise, she has to take this in the morning, this in the afternoon, this for pain. The pain medication causes constipation, so I have to give her something else for that. I mean, down to the littlest things like being able to pick your mom up out of the bed. My mom's all skin and bones almost in a sense, and it's like I grab her and it's like her bones I can feel it just cracking. The littlest of things, like seeing my mom try to boil water for coffee and try to pour it in, to turning the knobs on the shower to turn it on. It's not even possible for her at times because of the pains. To even the smallest of thing like walking that we take for granted, putting one foot in front of the other. I was so unprepared because I figured, well, I've raised two kids, I've got a 20-year-old and a 13-year-old, but there's more to it when you see someone that is completely losing life, and half the time they're like a zombie because of the drugs, or they've got inflammation in their stomach because of constipation, or you're getting these calls in the middle of the night because my mom has extreme pain in her kidneys because she can't go to the restroom. Certain foods that she can no longer eat, or she can, or they don't even know what to give her. So in my personal quest of wellness and what's been happening to me over the years of getting better and being a healthy man, I said, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way holistically that I can give her what I'm doing and she can be doing what I'm doing on a daily, and there's got to be some signs of hope here. There's got to be, something that's going to change, and I prayed on it. It hasn't been easy convincing her that, hey, don't take this pill. Let's take this instead. It's natural. Let's focus on sauna therapy and heat for arthritis instead of taking this pain medication. Let's look at herbs and teas instead of taking a chemical that's going to help you use the restroom. What are the things that we're no longer going to consume, and what are the things that we are going to consume? This last episode, it's like it aged my mom by like 15 years, man. It was a very difficult thing to go through for her. It's all about her, remember. I'm the one walking and talking and living. I'm 43 years of age. My mom is 77 and got a crooked knee that needs replacement. I've got my mom with the neck, she can barely move. I got mom with crippled hands that she can't even lift her thumbs, She's got arms that she can't even get above a certain amount without having pain in her upper neck. Her feet, another thing. She can't walk for too long. She can't sit for too long. Insomnia. The drugs are causing her to have these wicked dreams at night where she's screaming and we can hear her. Poor lady, man. So don't take it for granted that your elderly mother or father is okay just because they don't say anything. You as a child needs to be involved. You need to know what they're taking, how they're sleeping, what they're eating, how they're going about eating. Are they exercising? But more importantly, it's in the mind. Call them, pick up the phone, say hello in the morning. Get them going, get them to look forward towards something. The more you're involved in your parents' life as they get older, the more they feel they're still of use to you and everyone else. And they don't feel like that they shouldn't be living anymore. I heard this thing recently that made me think. Robin Williams said, the worst thing a family can do is to make you feel alone. And I think we've all guilty of it, where we disconnect from our parents and, hey, I'll stop by mom's next week, and next week doesn't come. Or, hey, I just saw mom on Thanksgiving and dad on whatever, and we just don't talk anymore. But send a text. Send an email, send a Twitter, send a Facebook, send a direct message on Instagram. Just do something on the daily that lets them know that you're still there and that you care about them and that you love them. Because that right there is going to help them more mentally to want to go through these processes. You imagine living your life at this point right now where all you're doing is just taking drugs, sleeping, family's not around, and you're alone. Like, what kind of life is that? Who would want to live a life like that anyways, right? I'll be sharing with you all what I've been doing and how I duplicated myself into my mom on a daily. And believe me, it was hard to convince my mom not to be taking these prescribed drugs that doctors say to take it. And don't take it away from doctors. I love them. They're great at what they do. However, there are alternative methods that are better. My opinion on medicine, who really cares about it? I know that medicines are great for the moment to stabilize you, but you got to get off those things. And dependency on these drugs is what cripples people. I'm working on convincing my mom maybe she can do a little appearance and we can kind of talk about things together, and share the things that she was taking, and I'm tracking her progress. Okay? But just let's get this straight. I'm not here to get you to subscribe to something or buy something from me or use my coupon code or there's a link down below. I'm just keeping it real, fully transparent of what's working for us, what's working for her, and how we're hitting this, head on and running towards every problem that she's got. And I'm here to enlighten you that there is hope for elderly parents that are alone, that are taking pharmaceuticals, and there's a way to weed them off, and there are other things out there that is helping and it's working. And my mom is a proof in the making that there is another way. All right, so stay tuned, and hoping I can reach more of you out there and share my information. Okay, it's the only way to be contagious is with good information, and let it spread, and hope that everyone understands that we're not alone and that there is another way. Have a good day.